city lights, she dances free, spreading love like confetti glee. Katie Moonchild, shining so bright, bringing joy in the dark of night. Her smile.
Hi everybody, welcome. Good to see you. I got a guest over here. Yeah, a little different background today because I'm in my bedroom. I'll show you why later. Ha! Come here, boo-boos. You guys haven't seen this guy in a while. Goodness me. It's gotten a little bit bigger. Just a little bit. Say hi, Rudy. Say hi, Coco Roo, you Coco Cuckoo cat. He says, you're holding me and I want down. Hi, everybody. Okay, take off. He just got some treats. Oh, maybe he's not going to take off. He doesn't know what he's going to do. But I had to show you my boy. Yeah. It's my buddy. Oh, he's going to stay over here. Good. We can do this and show you. Say hi, Bubby. Hi, buddy. Hi. You're a good boy. You're a good candy. Yeah. That's my boy. All grown up. My fluff daddy. Yeah, he's grown a lot. He's 18 months old, so he's awful grown up. Now he's just filling out, doing the male cat. Chest gets more muscular and all that kind of stuff. But right now it's all hidden under all that fluff. It's got this ruff. It comes way out here. Sylvester the cat. He's a tuxedo cat, just like Sylvester. So he's got that out here. It's so cute. I've learned that's a male cat trait. They have glands right here. And that female cats don't have. That's why they really rub you. Male cats. He likes to rub this. my glasses end up like this a lot. He's a good boy. It's good to see you guys this morning. So it's kind of I'm sorry if I bounce it a lot because we're sitting on my bed. And we're on my laptop. So I will try very carefully not to be too excited and jumpy. I will try. No promises. Oh my goodness. I was in here. Since last week. Restream did an upgrade. You guys, look at what I can do in the chat. They have got, now it may not let me do it after we've started. Oh yes, it's going to let me. Check this out. We want to look at all settings over here. I need your help. Let's pick a fun chat. This one is just called rounded. This one is compact. See everybody in here. Hi all. Then there's this one. Dolly likes this one. She was saying it was really easy to read. I kind of like the color. Then there's this one. Fortnite compact. This one is Fortnite boxed. And then we have Fortnite blue for those of you who are not purple people. Then we have PUBG boxed. I love it. It looks like I'm reading old computer screen. Oh, that's even worse. Oh, that's confusing. I don't like that one. That's PUBG compact. This one's cool. Look at this. I like that one. It's soft. It's soothing. It's called LOL boxed. Then we have I don't like the compact ones. They're confusing. I like this one. This one's one of my favorites. Kind of reminds me of Battlestar Galactica, or, you know, something you would see there. You're not seeing the different chats? Oh no! Okay, I guess I have to select them. Well, let me get the purple one. I don't want Fortnite blue. Let's do it in purple. There you go. Can you see that? Is that one? You seeing that one now? Ah. Is it letting you see the purple now? Yeah, there you go. There's the purple one. I have to select them. I was just showing them, but I got to pick them every time. So that's all right. That's cool. Yeah, there it goes. Hey, and now you have two chats, right? They're both going the same direction. It was so confusing when it was doing this. Now you can change it. So now I can... That's why a couple weeks ago my chat was gigantic and I couldn't do anything about it. No, 2 weeks ago it was gone. Week before, or last week, it was gigantic. Now we have this. Yeah, kind of cool, kind of different. Hey, you can't miss the chat replay, right? Because it's playing. Plus, see? There we go. I can do it here too. So it's all working properly, finally. Yeah, here we are. I'm ready to go. You want to know what the card of the day is today? By the way, Happy New Year. Happy new moon. Happy solar eclipse. This is a day full of energy. Are you feeling it? I sure am. Oh my goodness, can you tell? I'm kind of scatterbrained. Yeah. There's a reason, you know. When all that's going on out there in outer space, our inner space has to adjust. Feels pulled and tweaked and twisted. Mine does. Yeah, it's the year of the fire horse, which has some little things you need to be careful about this year. Number 1, negative thoughts will be manifested like that. So watch your thoughts. Manifestation is much easier in the year of the fire horse. Also, today, if you're wearing black, go put on another color with the black, or go change your color. Because on Chinese New Year, you never wear black. Thank you so much for sending me that video, Sonia. There's a lot of things. I had planned to wear a black t-shirt today. So we got purple today. Purple and lights. You want to see why we got to do the lights, you guys? Check this out. You know that's usually where all my cards are stored, right? I got a new cabinet. So I have a new project. All that stuff that's right there is right there in the middle of the floor. I can't even get through there to get to the back door right now. Talk about a mess. Woohoo! As a matter of fact, this slide is even called Mess 1. And this is all the befores, right? And then this is my workspace. Kind of hard to shuffle cards and do all that for you guys. It's kind of full right at the moment. See the glass jar back there by my laptop? Behind the Buddha? That's what I'm going to be putting the little piece of paper messages in. But I at one point had used there's like a latex kind of paint that you can use on glass that makes it look like stained glass. Well, I had decorated all the, it's a cheap press glass candy jar. And I thought, well, let's decorate it up, make it look pretty. Make it look like stained glass. No. No. And that was years and years ago, so that's all started to come off and stuff. So I need to take the trusty heat gun that you see there and just heat it up enough so that that'll come off, but not break the cheap glass. And then it's a pretty container. I was thinking maybe I could decorate it up with resin because the resin won't go away. It's permanent. So, back to the card of the day. Here we go. We have the Seven of Swords, and this is from the Gilded Tarot with the beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art of Ciro Marchetti. Lots of Ciro Marchetti decks out there. I have had this deck since 2017. Long time. One of the first actual closest to the Rider-Waite Smith version of tarot that I got. I had several versions of tarot trying to learn tarot before I got the traditional one, and then watching the political readers with the traditional ones is the best way I found to learn tarot, because I'm a visual and feelings interpretation when I look at cards. I don't always go by what the traditional meaning is on the card. So if those are you out there in the ethers want to criticize me or correct me on what a card means, bite your tongue. I'm reading this, my interpretation. So here we go. Today's card is the Seven of Swords. A shady character carrying 5 swords lips work. Retreats from a building. He apparently intended to disarm an enemy. His plan, though, seems spontaneous and foolhardy. He cannot even take away all of the swords that he has in his arms now. There is every likelihood that his action will so anger his enemy that one of those swords he leaves behind will find its way into his back. This character responds to his situation in an ideological and dangerous fashion. Be careful. Don't make a lot of your choices right now for political reasons. That's what I hear in that. You are faced with a problem. Worse than that, you are considering a poor plan for solving it. Reconsider your situation and try to find one that will yield a more satisfactory result. Rework your strategy. Be aware of impetuousness. Boy, that's a fun word. Impetuousness. Your actions have consequences, and you will do well to consider them before you act. That is why we are constantly saying, take a step. Something happens and your emotions get triggered. Take a step back. Take a deep breath. Because we're wanting you to slow down and consider your actions have consequences. Do not react or overreact. And that is what our card of the day has to tell us today. Hey, I'm back. Yeah, kind of fun, huh? Different. Get that chat back up here. There we go. There we go. Hi, everybody. Okay. Hi, Paula. Good to see you. Welcome. Okay, I need to say hi to everybody who's here. I have Dolly, Wolf Girl Oracle, good to see you. Coffee Chat Oracle, Sonia, good to see you. Fatima, good to see you, sweet lady. Paula Faust, good to see you. I think, is there anybody else? I think I got us all. Oh, Kelly! Oh, sweet girl. You guys, please pray for Kelly. She's battling shingles. That's so miserable, you guys. Please pray for her. Bless her heart. So if she is in and out of here today, that's why. Okay. Oh, poor girl. I feel so much for her. You're wearing a black and white top. That's not all black, so you're cool. Your pants, pink and black pants with blue hearts. Hey, that sounds awesome. You're good. You're good. They're just talking about if you're going to wear black pants, black t-shirt, you might want to rethink that. Some people will go so far as to make their underwear match their clothes. Not me, but you're talking cotton granny undies here. You're in red and gray and white. That's cool. I'm in navy blue, which they kind of look black, huh? Till I put black by them, then they're navy blue. And then this purple. Like you can't see me. Well, some of you might not be able to, right? Yeah, the chemo got my immune system a bit weak. Chemo will do that. Very much so. Okay, let's get this so that we're getting them all at where we go. Now, everybody's coming in at the same, popping in on both of my chat streams at the same time. So fun. Well, I was shuffling as time, I have to do something with my hands as I'm waiting for everybody. So I went ahead and was shuffling the 100 mindfulness prompts. You like the purple? I like the purple too. I think we'll just kind of hang with that today. I'm a purple girl, so I'm all about purple. I got a purple rose coming on Thursday. I mean, let's talk purple. I'm an independent voter too, so I'm not red and I'm not blue. I am purple. I vote for the policy, not the person. Thank you. You don't got no policy? I don't got time for you. You made my choice easy. Yeah, but you got to state what the policy is if you've got one. Now, anyway, as I was shuffling the mindfulness prompts today, which I don't know where the bag of them went, probably under my computer somewhere here. Anyway, yeah, we love you, Kelly. We're sending prayers. My dad had a little piece about the size of a nickel right under here of shingles. And he almost lost his mind from the pain of that thing. So I can only imagine my ex-husband, lovely man that he is, he got the traditional shingles around the belt line. And he couldn't wear his clothes. He couldn't even stand to have a sheet on him. It was so painful because he had it in the front, then it stopped on the sides, and then it went all the way across his back. All I gotta say is, I love karma. Anyway, and he was living with another woman. We weren't divorced yet. We were separated. He was living with another woman, and she never even gave him 2 seconds of help for his shingles. Whatever. We have, I'm going to get that negative thought out of here on this New Year's Day. Stop it. But we all do have accountability for our actions eventually. May not come when you think it's coming, but it'll get you far. It's coming. So the first mindfulness card I got today is from the mindfulness section. Between what is said and what is not meant, and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. Tell a loved one something sincere today. Gibran, Khalil Gibran. Between what is said and not meant and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. Mean what you say and say what you mean. Quit fuddling around, especially when it comes to the people that you love. Second card comes from the life section. Yeah, 2 cards jumped out, and both of these flew out of the deck. Criticism without creativity is just pessimism. The honest way to critique is create the alternative. Wise, wise words. You know, even constructive criticism has a tendency to put the person that you're criticizing on the defensive, whether you intend it or not. So instead of being critical, maybe show an alternative way of doing things. Now, I'm stumbling on this because that's how my father used to criticize me all the time. You did a good job, but it would have been better if you would have done it this way. And everything that took a lot of skill or work, that was what I got from him. Not, you never stopped it. You did a good job. It was, you did a good job, but. So this one kind of triggers me a little. Criticism without creativity is just pessimism. The honest way to critique is to create the alternative. Maybe don't suggest the alternative, just do it. Just show it by doing. Be a person of action. Acte non verba. Actions, not words. There you go. That's a pretty powerful card. I was like, ooh, okay. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's see what we need for a stone. I really shuffled these up really good today, so maybe we'll get something we haven't had before to go with our fire horse. I love horses. Ooh, that one was like waving. Oh, look at it. I showed that last week as one that I really liked the artwork in. Activate the void. Azurite. And I left all my stones in the other room. They're buried under all that stuff on my desk or on my work table. Okay? So, yeah. Let's see what this says. Yeah, being constructive in feedback is imperative. And it has to be done. Ugh. People just are not, most people are not open to criticism, even if it's constructive and said in love. They look at it as though you're looking at me as though I did something wrong, which may not necessarily be the situation at all. You may know that if you don't patch your roof a particular way, it's going to leak again. And so you want to impart that to somebody. That is spreading your wisdom and knowledge. And that's a different thing than criticizing. Okay. Activate the void. I have gone into a journey into the void once to meet Source. It's a pretty interesting place. Really quiet. Really interesting. Yeah, that was quite a journey. I'm looking forward to doing a journey there again. So with Azurite, it says activate the void. You hold up the card. You might want to look at it while I'm reading, huh? Let's have Mohs hardness of 3.5 to 4, so it's not super hard. Each breath creates space within you, an expectant stillness. Azurite holds the energy of this empty fullness. It is not the container, but the space contained, not the walls of the womb, but the emptiness within. This void is the most precious of gifts because in this emptiness, in the pause at the crossroads of time and space, your intuition can soar. Once space is created, stuck energies begin to flow, funneling through heaviness, creating a place for something more daring or delicate than everyday life. Azurite holds you as you behold this void, so you can feel the rich ocean of possibilities in each of you are swimming. Breathe in the blue and allow the fullness of the emptiness to elevate your spirit. Look at that beautiful stone inside there. And it's in the symbol for Earth. I love it. So, and this is for those of you who are crystallary, illustrated crystallary oracle cards. We pretty much use them every week because we always pick a stone. So I, myself personally, I don't mind wearing azurite. That's a pretty color. That's a pretty stone. Okay. And I apologize. It's very stormy, kind of stormy and rainy here. So if my internet is spotty, it seems to be better though this year. But if it is spotty, that is why. At least we can say we know why this time. Right? Oh. Let's see what we can do about finding some sentiment stones. Dig around in here. First one is believe. I love it. Relax. You had a big rainstorm yesterday. Yeah, it's getting here today. That's what happens when you're in Los Angeles and I'm in Tucson. It takes about a day for it to get whatever you guys have happen here. We get more San Diego weather actually than LA. Phoenix gets more of the rain from LA. But if it's coming up from Baja, we all get it. This for me was coming up from Baja in the Pacific Ocean. So it's kind of not a typical Pacific Ocean, yes, but not across Baja to get to me. Courage is the third stone. Very good, very good. So we have believe, relax, and courage. Those are terrific stones. And instead of pulling cards to go with those, I have these things, that I'm going to put in the glass jar. There's 300 of them here. Maybe it's where I'm at. Interesting, because in the other room, I'm right on top of the the modem. In here, I'm not. Oh, no problem. We'll be here for you, love. Hope your call goes well. what is that goes with it. Number 198. I love it. And I got Kyle Gray's book here so we can look up the numbers too. This says, believe life is a beautiful struggle. Number 198. 198 says, you are experiencing important soul lessons at this time. It's important to pray for guidance to overcome repeating patterns. Ooh, that's great advice. Believe. Life has its struggles, but they're beautiful because they're refining you. They're polishing you. They're making those rough carved edges something smooth and fun to touch. Even if you're the only one touching you. Anyway. Yeah, believe. Life is a beautiful struggle. And that is all happening for you. Not because of you or to you. It's happening for you. So, next one says relax. Don't come back here. Don't take off on me there, Stone. I'll take this one. Number 85. Perfect. Can't be more perfect to go with relax. Stay patient and trust your journey. Number 98. Or I'm sorry, number 85. 198 was the other one. Number 85 says, you are not born to suffer. Move beyond expecting a negative outcome. Oh, it's a beautiful struggle. Believe that. And relax and enjoy the journey. Trust it. Trust it. I know that is really hard for some people who are used to controlling their environment or feeling the need to control their environment to feel stable. But sometimes just getting on that magic carpet of trust and letting it take you somewhere can be the most wonderful miracle in your life. So let it go. Relax. And trust the journey. Not yours. The next stone we have is courage. And I pulled out number 208. It says, it's perfect. Believe in your dreams and they will come true. Number 208. What does the book say? Number 208. Whoop. And a page 25. In order to move forward and grow, you have to come face to face with the truth. Get real with yourself. How many of us need to do shadow work? This year is going to be a good year for working shadow work to permanently release stuff. Eliminate stuff that you thought you already had that keeps coming back. You're back, the internet went out, and you had to reboot it. Oh, girlfriend, what is going on with our internet? I've never seen anything like it's been in the last 6 months. You tell me it doesn't have something to do with them oligarch dudes. I mean, don't they, isn't it? Yes, Google and YouTube. I'm talking about your CEO. Yeah, how many of us are in a constant state of shadow work? It feels like it sometimes, I know. Oh my gosh. That's when you dive off and go into your creative mode and make something pretty and sparkly and something that has been renting space in your head. Like rent space in mine. I don't know about you guys. But you know, that is part of the if you're a super strong card reader, your hands will itch or you get headaches or that kind of thing. If you need to do a reading, spirit will say, hey, hello. And if you don't listen, it'll go, listen to me. So yeah, so as a follow-up to these three, believe life is a beautiful struggle. Relax. Stay patient and trust the journey. Have courage. Believe in your dreams and they will come true because every small step leads to big achievements. You don't have to do it all at once. Just take a step. Just take a small step. Number 226. Aren't these little slips of paper fun? I've been playing with them a lot. They're like fortunes from fortune cookies. And they came in a book. It's having a hard time coming back. Now it didn't want me to show my stream. There it is. It's just because somebody needed to say something. I spoke too soon. Oh, man. Yeah. Anyway, back to number 226. Remember, whatever is missing in your relationship is yours to bring to it. Don't focus on the problem. Be the solution. Message of the fire horse. Don't be the problem. Don't keep focusing and bringing up the problems. Be the solution you want to see in your life. I love this. Thank you very much, Firehorse. You know, we could have sunspots going on. It's weird. It's just weird. You know, I did it because you guys said it was better today. It's been going funky for over a year now. Well, you're back. I'm glad you're back because I'm back too. Because we went for an internet break. Welcome back, everybody. I tell you what. So now all of these go back into the kitty, into the pot. And once I get it in the bigger container, I can really mix them up really well. So, in the candy jar. Yeah, you're spoiled, but yet yours is even doing weird shit lately. You've had to, a couple of times in the last couple of weeks, reboot everything. And that's not good. That doesn't help Rick. back and you all are going to come back. There you are. Hi. Jeez, oh, Pete. You can stop that now. It's very windy. So, like I said, this storm is storming. It's looking a lot like this. I'll go away for a sec. That's what my sky looks like out there. It's cold. So, yeah, I'm not doing a whole lot hanging out there. So, yeah, so why are you and Fatima both having same internet problems at the same time? Yeah, because if you guys got fiber optics, does solar flares have much of an effect on that? Doesn't, does it? I don't think. I don't know. Heck schmick, I don't know. Nah, I've been noticing. I think they want to raise our rates. Give me better service and I'll agree to you raising the rates. But you don't give me worse service and then raise the rates. It's like, well, if you pay more, if you upgrade. Oh. That's what I think of upgrading. I'm arguing with my I do too. Him and the tech bros, girl. I blame the tech bros. They're the ones who are behind him. That's why I said, yeah, Mr. Google and YouTube CEO, I'm talking about you. It's those guys. It's like, at the grocery store, you go buy a bag of Lay's potato chips, right? And last time you went, it was this size. Next time you go, it's this size. And not only that, it's only half fucking full. Sorry. But they didn't raise the price. What do you mean, inflation? We didn't raise the price. No, you just made your product smaller. What's the difference? No, they never have enough. That's because their souls. They sold their soul to get it. And you can't fill a bottomless pit. So, my personal opinion is billionaires should be illegal. There's no reason for people to hoard that kind of money. And you have to hurt a lot of people to do that. So it should be illegal. But I have shrink vision. I like your son. Yeah. I have a very strong opinion on them guys. I used to work for them. And they paid me well, and I enjoyed working there. But you know what? I looked at the difference in the wages of my supervisors that were men and the supervisors I had that were women. And the stress started to build. And then Bill Gates was doing the antitrust lawsuit the government had against him at the time. So people either loved him or hate him. Well, we're back in that situation again, where people either love him or hate him because of the files, because of the Epps files. When people have too much money and they start being destructive as a point of entertainment, and $1 billion. This is $1 trillion, Elon Musk. You already got more money than you could throw away. Some of these guys, like that Melania movie. Everyone's, oh, they cost him $47 million. That's pocket change to Jeff Bezos. That's nothing to him. He didn't care if that movie made it or not. But he got a little bit of favor with Mr. Dumpy, didn't he? So, clear, clear, clear. We are manifesting no more billionaires. We are manifesting no more billionaires. Oh. As long as democracy is based on slavery, it will not survive. So, hell yeah, he can buy the whole continent of Africa. God. He can buy half of Europe. $1 trillion? That's okay. Half of Europe wants his ass, too. And he might have to go move back home to Africa. I wish he'd go move back home to Mars, but that's my opinion. He wants to go there so bad. You notice how his talk about that is? He can't even get the rocket to really do what he wants it to do. So now he's not talking about, oh, in 5 to 7 years, we're going to be colonizing Mars. We got to get back on the moon again before we can do that. Can we try colonizing the moon? It's a little closer. It's just as conducive to life. Oh, Mars has a vacuum atmosphere, so we don't have here. We don't have on the moon. There is no atmosphere on the moon. That makes it easy, huh? At least as far as we know. So, let's pull a moon magic card from this lovely. I love this little deck. When I went through and pulled all my decks off the shelf, I found so many decks I haven't been using that I really didn't realize I missed. This is by Stacy DeMarco. Let's see what the moon wants to tell us on this new moon solar eclipse day. You think ETs are blowing his rockets so he does not go into space? I love that, Fatima. That's perfect. I couldn't agree with you more. Oh, thank you so much, our friends. And I know they exist. I've seen them with my own 2 eyes. But you know what? It wasn't online. It was in person. So I can believe what I saw. It wasn't AI. I think about all the men that I've known in my life that are, oh, I don't believe in God. I only believe in what I can see. Can you see the air? You breathe it. That's what I always used to tell people. Oh, man. Yeah, but now you can't say I only believe what I see with my own eyes because you couldn't before either. That's the one part of you that will lie to you quicker than anything is what you think you see. This card flipped over, so I guess I better take it, huh? I mean, it literally flipped over. These cards are fun to shuffle. I like little cards. They work better with my arthritic hands. This is a cool picture. Here's the picture. I am curious about my true nature. I seek to understand myself. Wow. It's from the waning gibbous 1 position of the moon. It's a good new moon message too, though. Because during the new moon is when we're setting all of our new intentions for the next 2 weeks or the next lunation until we get to the full moon, and then we release them and begin to collect more for the new moon again. So, yeah, if you're curious about your true nature, I seek to understand myself. And here we go again, Dolly, with how many of us seem to be in a perpetual state of shadow work. But at the same time, I have to really identify with this card because guess what happened to me the day before, or a couple days ago? Over the weekend. No, I guess it was Monday, wasn't it, Dolly? That was yesterday. Monday. It was Sunday. I got my DNA results back. Not a lot of surprises. So far, anyway. I'm still looking at the connections and stuff, but my dad is my dad is my dad. My mom is my mom. Isn't there no secrets there? The big secret thing is, though, that got Dolly all excited and happy. I have Danish, Norwegian, and Swedish ancestry. Doesn't surprise me. Scottish, y'all. And according to that, I also have Northern Ireland. Now, that is really interesting because other members of my family have taken the test and they found there was no Irish. But mine says Northern Ireland. Now, this is as this Dolly explains, and they explain to me, as time goes by, this becomes more detailed and more defined. A lot of this stuff that doesn't make sense will fall away. I'm a dirty dish for blonde. Never had dark hair was when it came out of a bottle. Yeah, my mother had dark hair. My father's brother and sister had dark hair. So that's where that comes from. All three of them had dark eyes. So both sides of my family, I got dark hair. But I got the blonde. There was another one. Oh, I have dark eyes. Today, I think they're hazel today because it's rainy. My birth certificate says I have hazel eyes. Some days they're brown, shit brown. And some days they're green, kind of a greenish gold. And today they're kind of a brownish, bluish, weird color. Cloudy day. It goes according to the light and my mood. And I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood. I'm just not looking forward to going in and diving into that mess in the other room when we get off of here. So, you want to hang out with me for a couple of hours so I can stall? You're a mutt? You're totally happy to be a mutt? Ooh. Well, I'm an inbred mutt. I have royal blood. I am related to Mary Queen of Scots. It goes farther back than that, but that's the most recent. So, I'm a cousin to King Charles and Harry and William and all that. Whoopee. Are you impressed? I'm not. Well, half my ancestors are hillbilly, came from the hills of Kentucky and North Carolina, and the other half of my ancestors are pioneers in Arizona, and they came to Arizona from Maine. So, and I had that side of the family from Maine. I have Scottish earls. And on my father's side, the hillbillies, that's where Lady Godiva is. My 31st great-grandmother is Lady Godiva. Godiferu was her name in the Old English. It translates to God's gift. I don't know that her husband at the time that she did her famous ride really agreed she was a gift, but he let her do it. He could have hung. say I have green eyes, but honestly, I have hazel eyes too. They fluctuate between green, green blue, amber green. Really, it just depends on my mood. You don't want to see green. Love it. You guys see me so funny. Mine, you see brown eyes? The dark brown, like where my eyes turn all dark. You better run, because shit's gonna fly. I'm the kind of person that when I get thoroughly enraged, I throw stuff. Whatever's close at hand goes flying. Yeah. You think I would have learned when I was a kid? My dad and I would get in an argument when I was a teenager. And I'd go down my bedroom. We had to live in a split level. The bedrooms were downstairs. He and I'd be in a fight upstairs in the living room, and he'd send me to my room, and I'd be like, okay, fine, I'll fix you. And I'd go in my room, and I'd open the drawers and throw all my underwear and clothes that were in all the drawers all over the room. Fixed him, didn't I? Then my mom, and I'd hear a noise, and I'd look up in the doorway as my mom, and she'd go, feel better now? Clean it up. And then she'd turn around and walk off. Yeah. Feel better now? Clean it up. So I had to fold all those clothes before I could go to bed. Yeah. I learned the hard way. Oh my goodness. And the next day at school sucked. Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys, this is so fun. Let's see. We need a card to send us on our way. And I'm going to do a self-care card. Actually, I'm going to pull 2 cards for us. We can go over a little bit. First one, self-care. Take care of yourself so you can shine your soul's light. That's what it says inside the box. It's right there. Since the beginning of creation, people been traveling. We all mix breeds. You know what? And the more we mix, the yummier we get. I love the combinations of cultures and skin hues and tones. It's wonderful. I'm happy to be born of my Mother Earth. Thank you. Okay, here we go. Self-care. Here you go, you guys. This week, focus on music. Making it, listening to it. However you bring music into your life, find that frequency that helps raise your vibes. Let me see what the book says. Trying to do it with one hand here. 30. 37. Here we go. Music. We tell you the mantra that you should say. We should say this week. My heart sings the song of truth. I like that. My heart sings the song of truth. Attend a concert or festival. Make a playlist, just the right vibe. Take up an instrument or join a singing circle. Just look for more ways to bring music into your life. Open your mind and your ears, and the music will move you in just the right direction. I love that. The one lady has the cosmos in her hair, and the other one is, you can see her aura just pulsating out of her. And they both are using percussion, trance type instruments. I love it. So when they're talking focus on music, they're meaning if you want to go into a trance with the music, let it take you with the sounds. That's what I do. That's my favorite way of meditating. I will put on somebody like, I don't know, Native American flute or Coyote Oldman, somebody like that, Carlos Nakai. And I let the high notes pull me through. It's a great way to meditate. Anyway, self-care card for you guys. I love it. That's really had a good message too with that card. Card on the bottom. Rest. When you feel like you need to rest, don't ignore it. Do it. Rest. Okay? That is why we all should love and respect everyone. Absolutely. You know, we're all going through that beautiful struggle called life. We don't know what that other person who maybe triggered you in some way, said something that maybe it was rude or hurtful. You don't know what they're going through in their day. Try not to judge. Try to come at them from a place of love. And if they seem like they're too aggressive, it's okay to walk away in love too. You don't have to interact at all. Sometimes that's the best choice. That way they can get over their whatever. And you don't have to deal with them getting over it. Sorry. So let's see what the Soul Helper Oracle is going to give us a spirit message. Spirit. That's this deck. I love this deck. This is the name of the deck in case anybody's interested in getting it. The red is to honor the fire horse, by the way. Okay. I love it. Our message from Spirit is telling us this year, live in the world as a dreamer. Create a future paradise. And you know what? That is a perfect sentiment to go out on. Create a future paradise. Live in this world as a dreamer. And dream as big as you can, because what you can manifest is 1,000 times bigger. No, I was going to see what the book said about that. I don't need to. Live in this world as a dreamer. Don't be afraid for someone to look at you and judge you as being irresponsible because you spend time daydreaming. Because you're going to be the one who creates this world. You're the innovator and the creator. They're the ones who are just going along with what everybody says they should do. They are not in touch with themselves and they're lost. And there's a lot of people out there like that. And they're all looking for us. Those of us and our light from our lighthouses. So shine. Shine brightly. Don't be afraid. It's our time now. We've had many generations of hiding and waiting. It is time for the balance of the divine feminine and the divine masculine to walk hand in hand in our creation. So let's see what the nighttime messages are. First, we'll start with the Khalil Gibran. I can never say his name. I love reading his books and poems and stuff. It's like Rumi. Anyway, between what is said and not meant, and what is meant and not said, most of love is lost. Tell a loved one something sincere today. And then tonight, as you're going to bed, beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Margaret Wolfe, what's her name? Hungerford. I always wondered who said that. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Margaret Wolfe Hungerford. What do you love most about yourself? Ooh. Is this a time where you need to get in front of the mirror and write yourself a love letter like I was talking about on Valentine's Day? What do you love most about yourself? What is that one thing you really consider your strength? Develop it. Grow with it. And then the second message was, criticism without creativity is just pessimism. The honest way to critique is to create the alternative, the future paradise. Provide helpful feedback to someone today. Then tonight, for the life focus before you go to bed. This is from our author of the cards, Clement de Corp. Lack of information causes generalization. When was the last time you judged someone unfairly by jumping to conclusions? Wow. Lack of information causes generalization. When was the last time you judged someone unfairly by jumping to conclusions? Here again comes back in our little bit of a teaching today about judgment. How can, when we are all trying to find our way on our own little paths, how can we judge someone else who's doing the same thing on their path that isn't anything to do with ours? So how can we judge others? You have no idea where they're coming from, what their perception of life is, what happened to them in their traumas that they've healed, that have made them be the way they are. So keep that in mind as you come across people this week that may seem a little weird, a little lost, and spewing stuff that you've heard before. Don't worry about it. Don't let it get to you. And Dolly, tomorrow, there's no Dolly show tomorrow. She got jury duty. Poor lady. And Sonia, hopefully, Sonia has her show, will be, in case something comes up or whatever, Sonia will be same time, 8:30 Pacific, 10:30 Central, 11:30 Eastern. Sonia will be live on Friday. So, hey, you guys, we'll see ya. I'll see you in the chats. You have a great day. I love you all so much. Create the world that's your paradise, even if it's just for 5 minutes today. Or in your dreams, create your paradise. I love you guys. Take care now. Send us out.
Sunny days, feel her glow, come what may.